Nous recevons sur ce plateau l'une des plus jeunes performances du cinéma africain, Fidel. Elle a 12 ans, elle a plusieurs distinctions à son actif, elle fait du acting et du cinéma depuis l'âge de 5 ans. Believe in Africa. Dear televiewers, thank you for joining us. Fidel is our guest today. Welcome.
Thank you.
Can you please introduce yourself to our televiewers?
Hello everyone, my name is Fidel. I'm 12 years old. I'm a Cameroonian actress and I'm a contortionist.
Are you still going to school?
Yes, I am still going to school. I'm in Tico, Apex in Form 2.
How to become an actress, if I may ask, from your own experience, how to become an actress?
I would say if you had to become an actress, you have to go for a lot of auditions, because most of them will call you back, but sometimes they don't call you back. So you have to make yourself always seen. Like maybe you have to post often, so like maybe many people should see you often, and most importantly, go for a lot of auditions and have a good attitude.
Okay. How do you prepare yourself?
For a movie?
Yes.
As soon as I get my script, I make sure if it's in English, I'm fine with that. If it's in Pidgin, then I translate the whole script into Pidgin, and then every day I take about 1 hour to 2 hours and get my lines and then master the lines, and then I go to a mirror and then I act it out, or my sister helps me and then does the other part, the other character, so I can have a conversation and not just talk with myself. And I understand my character. I understand if my character is a happy person, I have to start working on my mood from there. If my character is a sad person, I have to understand that, okay, from here I have to start like bringing out my mood. I have to start looking sad and being sad, but take a break every once in a while.
Wow. Who is your role model?
My role model. I'm surely going to sleep here tonight. There are so many, but because many people have helped me, a lot of people have helped me, but people I'm looking forward to being like, I would say like Krista Eka, she's a Cameroonian actress. Michelle Obama, I'm very inspired by her. She's a very strong, independent woman. And I say this all the time, my mom, because she's really strong and she's having the three of us, me, my sister, and my brother. And I'm really proud of how she's come far and how she's still struggling to get around with us, because we just got moved because we are IDPs, so it's really been hard for her.
You have been starting acting since 5 years old, and I'm really curious to know, how did it start?
I got my first movie role because I followed my mom on her set. My sister was going to a boarding school and I had to follow my mom on all her sets. So the first movie I did was Tenacity by Musing Derrick.
Can we have an idea of the name of your mom?
Of my mom?
Yes.
Lina Ikechujukwe, aka Mami Donna. So we were on set and then they asked if they could use me because they needed a child role and they had nobody around to play that role, so they asked if they could use me for the scene.
You were available.
I was available and I was mesmerized. I was surprised on how they set the camera, how people were dressing. I was so confused because I'll go asking people, why would you dress like this just for a film? And then they'll explain, no, that's how my character is. And I got a lot of tips then, even though I did not really understand much, but it really helped me, my first movie.
Wow. Okay, you act in so many movies. Let me try to just list them. Tenacity, Kiss of Death, Where I Come From, Saving Bango, The Fisherman's Diary, Dia Drinks Honey. Which experience was so demanding, in terms of hard work? And which one was so exciting? From all these movies.
Okay, from all these movies, the one that really challenged me was Fisherman's Diary. because of a rape scene. I had problems dealing with that. And they had to shift the date of the scene. They had to shift the date shooting the scene because I was so scared. But we finally did it, and the most exciting would be Dear Drinks Honey. I had a lot of fun. There were a lot of adventures in the scenes and out of the camera. I had a lot of fun on Dear Drinks Honey.
I've not watched all your movies, but I recently do watch Fisherman's Diary, because right now it's available on Netflix worldwide. So it was just a special moment, for me, because I was so impressed with your performance. It was just, so natural. You were just like, it was just like it's happening. How do you succeed to give your all emotional? It's true at the first you told us how you prepare yourself when it's to play sad situation or happy moments and so on, but how do you succeed to be so natural? Is there any tips you can share?
I don't consider it as a character. I consider it as me, because a lot of roles I've gotten, most of them are challenging. Some of them I'm used to because some of their characters are actually like me, so it's easy to play. But Fisherman's Diary was it was very hard, but I played it off because there were a lot of people on set who I felt they were family, and they helped me a lot with things I couldn't do, and then they'll give me tips like, maybe if you think about this, or maybe if I think about something bad that happened to me maybe some time ago, it reminds me of the emotion I felt that time, and I just start focusing on it, and I set a goal. And there was this thing I used to do every time we shoot a scene. Before a scene, I'll go, and then the director and I, John Scott, will sit, and then he's telling me I'm making my mom proud. And as soon as I hear that, I'm like, okay, I'm making my mom proud. I'm waiting for this movie to come out, and then I'm going to put a smile on her face, and that really motivates me.
Mommy.
Papa?
How you walk, small man? How you walk?
I don't want to come up for your corner.
I'm not going to leave. I made this kind of thing happen for you. You know, go walk Bambi for somebody else. Teacher Bibi, the wait you for his side. Wrong on me, Topi. You know, be there school.
You be there, Papa.
And why waste time, so?
Papa, I'm into some picking the sing school song. I like her.
If you don't ever ask yourself the question about this picking the way they talk book, now lazy picking them. Book, you know they do anything for woman picking.
What are you doing here?
Teacher, you talk now, say it.
One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world.
The girl now.
She's called Malala.
Now I've been informed that there's a girl here by the name of Eka who's been attending classes without her father's permission. I am still talking. No child will step his or her feet on this premises without her parents' consent.
You should go for school again.
No, Papa.
Ever go for school? I don't come to Cameroon, you're making no come corner my family again. Carry down your paddock, you go for different side. You put down your crest from the beginning head.
Why do you have to lock her up? She's only 12, look at her!
Hey! Now, I tell this. If I toss me the drink, they go drink. If I see me the chop nyamangoro, they go chop nyamangoro. So not come for you to put your mouth for thing and not concern me.
Wow. Is it challenging to act, as a little girl?
It is challenging
Which kind of challenge do you face?
I face the challenges because sometimes people don't take me seriously on set because I'm younger. So maybe sometimes if I suggest something and they say maybe, okay, they're going to check it out, or sometimes they don't check it out, sometimes they check it out and then say it's a good idea, but it wasn't really helpful. And I also face challenges with crying sometimes, because sometimes on set I'm really happy. So it's hard for me to get out of my happy mood and
switch to the
scene, especially when we have to switch scenes, because in a day the assistant of the director tells all the characters the scenes they're doing that day. So in the morning, I stayed down the emotion, I stayed down the scene, I stayed down the line, and then I have to wake up at around 5, and I like sleeping in, so that was very hard for me. So I wake up at around 5, I do the scene, I do my role, I practice, and then I have my bath, have breakfast, and then we go to shoot.
So it's very challenging.
Very challenging.
Okay. In the movie Fisherman's Diary, you were playing the role of Eka, a little girl who wanted, well, first of all, she was a fisherman's daughter, so she really wanted to have access to education because she was seeing her neighbors going to school, and so she wanted to be educated, but unfortunately the father was against that, and she found herself getting married so early to an old man. So I would like to ask you a question. I want you to just answer, tell me, give me your own definition. What is your definition when it comes to education?
My definition for education is it's a process of life to get more knowledge. It's something important that you need in your life, but many people don't have access to it, so they just have to keep struggling and hustling to get the little knowledge that they can get. Really important, people should be, because a lot of people feel like education isn't really that important. Not like they feel like their children shouldn't go to school. They feel like it's not really important and they will be able to get through life without it, but I feel like it's really important.
After the movie, what was the reaction of your environment?
My friends, they treated me differently because they were like, oh no, she's a star, we're not up to her level, I don't think we should sit with her, she's too popular. I'm trying to tell them that no, I'm just the same person, it's just something I love to do. Acting is just what I love to do, but it doesn't change me. But some of them don't understand, some of them do understand, but it changed me a lot because the Fisherman's Diary, I did not know I could do the Fisherman's Diary. I was actually thinking about giving up on the role because of the rape scene. While reading the script, I reached the rape scene and I found it hard to turn the page. So my mom just closed the script and kept it and said, you continue tomorrow. I found it really hard to find out what happens after the rape scene. So it really changed me a lot because it introduced me to a part of myself I didn't know I even had.
Well, you were so natural.
Thank you.
The feedback we got, we were all on tears, to see what was happening to a little girl, because this is actually what people live every day. It's our everyday life. There are some people in a certain family going through that, and you were really, really into it. Are you on social media?
I'm on social media.
Do you manage the page yourself?
I don't, but I have access to the page if I need to post something, but mostly I'm not the one who manages it. My sister manages it, my mom, my manager.
Okay. How do you manage acting, studying, and other duties?
I have a schedule. My mom made me this calendar that says today, if I have a movie and then I'm going there for a long time, I take some school books just to keep the knowledge I already have in my head. I just keep it there so it doesn't come out because of movies. So I have a particular time in the day where I'm resting. I have time in the day when I'm reading, and then...
So you schedule yourself, everything has been scheduled?
Schedule.
You just follow it?
I just follow it. But maybe if there's like something that just comes up quickly, we find a way that the next day I have longer period of resting instead because I had more work the previous day. So I think that's helped me a lot because it's keeping my life in order.
Anyway, that's good. But what else are you doing apart from acting? Apart from acting and studying, of course.
I'm a contortionist. And
what do you mean by contortionist?
Okay, contortionist is like gymnastics, okay. But it's concentrating on your back, like your bending of the back and the legs. So it has. So
you practice sports?
Yes, I do. I've taken part in competitions in Marua for gymnastics, and I won a bronze medal for second place. But I'm still just making sure that I keep my body flexible, and I sing as a hobby. I sing around the house. I sing in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in the room, in the parlor, on the balcony. I sing everywhere. I do crafts. I love creating. I just love this. It's so creative. I love the idea of taking nothing and then just creating this beautiful piece. I like craft. I love craft.
So you have so many talents. Do you consider yourself as a lucky person?
I do.
Why?
I consider myself as a lucky person because of my family and my mom. My mom, because not a lot of mothers in Cameroon would let their children like go out somewhere, act, explore their talent. It's just like, no, it's education. Stay at home, do this. But my mom lets me explore my talents. And if I don't want to do something, she asks me if I want it many times to make sure that I'm comfortable with doing something.
She listens to you.
I'm very happy. I'm lucky. I feel proud of my mom. I'm lucky because of my loved ones. I'm happy about how much love I have in my life because there are many people out there who don't really have parents or siblings. They're just alone and they don't have anyone to show them that, okay, I'm here for you if you ever need someone to lean on. But I'm really lucky about the fact that I have so many people taking care of me, loving me, making me happy.
Okay, we are almost at the end. If I was to ask you, what next in terms of project? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years?
I see myself being known everywhere because that's like a dream. That's like a dream. I want to be known worldwide, and I want to have other people explore their talents. I want other people to know that, okay, hey, I'm good at this. I think I can try it. And I want people to understand that you don't need people to support you to know you're good. You can tell yourself you're good. You can tell yourself, hey, I'm actually good at this and I'm going to succeed. Because I do that every day in the morning. I go to the mirror and I tell myself, you're beautiful, you're perfect, you're amazing.
And motivate yourself.
Yes, I motivate myself. I want people to be able to motivate themselves because they feel like they have to be motivated by other people. So I really want them to believe in themselves. My birthday passed on the 28th of March, and I really didn't have any like big, huge party. So I feel like I'm talking about my mom in love, but this is actually because of my mom. As she's a widow, and that's one of the reasons why she's a role model to me. She's gone through so much, like she's been through so much pain, so much suffering, and she still struggles to hide it from us, like to make sure that we know that she's fine. But the problem is I see it and I understand that like it's hard having no one to support you. So that day I decided to go out looking for widows and giving them food stuff. I gave rice, I gave spaghetti, Maggi and salt. I gave them packages each, and then I explained why I did it, because I wanted to just help people's lives.
Wow.
I like helping. I like putting smiles on other people's faces. Makes me feel happy.
Any last message to all those young people just seeing you today, you know, when they see you, they have hope, they can dream. If there was something to say, what would you say?
I would tell them if I can do it, if I can succeed, then they can succeed, they can accomplish.
Everything is possible.
Everything is possible. So for those of you who want to see more of what I do in my normal day, you can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and on Instagram, Fidel_84, on TikTok, Fidel_0, and on YouTube, it's just Fate Fidel.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
You are just an amazing girl. You make us proud because you don't even know. I saw you have so many awards. I could not even list all of them, but you are the talent of tomorrow. And from you, I believe that even me, you know, when I see what you're doing, I look at my children differently. Definitely. When I look at you, I look at your performance, a lot of talent you have. I think that Cameroonian, Africa, all of us, we are so proud to have you. Just keep pushing. Don't forget about school, you know. I know you're a star today, but stay focused on your goal. Believe in your dream, and you know, we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
She said at the end, if I can do it, you can do it. So everything is possible. Believe in yourself. On se quitte en ces termes et on se retrouve très vite pour une autre édition. Believe in Africa. Ciao, ciao.